Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Trade by Numbers. I hope you're having a great day out there. I apologize for my video being late getting out yesterday. I shot it plenty early. Unfortunately, it seems like when I'm away from the house, it takes forever for these videos to upload. So apologize for being late. However, the market worked out almost perfectly to what we had said yesterday. Now, we made some good money on Alibaba. I told you I picked it up at $87.10 and that I was intending to wait till market open, that I looked for it to run up to about $89. I was going to take profit there, and then I was going to be looking to get into some option plays down around that $87 mark. That's exactly what I did. I picked those up, sold them at $89, which made us $1.90 a share, which represented a 2.2% gain on that trade. So really happy with that. And then right at the end of the day, I did pick up some options plays. Picked up some options expiring at the end of next week. Picked those up at the $87 strike. We got those. I bought them a couple of different times there. Just little bites. Ended up with a 210 average. I'd really like to see them run back up and test that $89 to $90 range again, and see if we can get out of those and make some really good profit. So that's what I'm going to be playing there. I also called out crypto. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I said that I was expecting around 25,000 to be the floor for Bitcoin. That we're getting closer and closer to that halving event, and that I was looking for us to be in an accumulation phase and to be constantly setting higher highs, kind of retrace and then run up again. And that I was expecting us to be really getting close to that run up to about 32.5 to about 34,000 is where I'm looking for this move to take us to. And we ran up over 30,000 yesterday alone. Really happy to see that move. That absolutely validated what I had to say. So I was super excited to see that. And I've got a lot of crypto holdings. We're always buying more crypto. It's one of the largest cash investments that I have is in crypto, especially in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Matic, XLM, and Algorand is my biggest holdings. And all of those are doing very well. We picked up some a couple of weeks ago. Those are up massively. So super excited to see Bitcoin running up. Now, let's talk about the market a little bit today. Currently in the pre-market, we got the SPY down about 1/4%. We've got, the TQQQs is down about 3/4%. SQQQ up about 3/4%. And most of my watch list is in the red. So, a lot of people out there still speculating that the bull market's just going to run higher, that we're just taking a breath, and it absolutely could. But it does look like we could have yet another down day, which would be pretty interesting. Let me go over here to the chart and pull this up. Always like to know for certain what I'm saying here. But we've had 3 down days in a row. We've had 3 red days in a row where the market has come down a little bit every day. Could today be the 4th? Could we have a solid week of down days? Well, it's very possible. We've had a fairly significant little pullback here, and I've been calling for this. I think there's a reckoning coming. I do believe that we have a recession ahead of us. I believe that the Fed is out there talking about wanting to potentially raise rates. Can't talk. I shoot these straight through so I can get them out to you as quickly as possible. But the Fed wants to raise rates 2 more quarter basis point hikes. That's another 0.5% up, even though the market is starting to anticipate that the Fed's going to cut rates a couple of times this year. So that is a huge difference, and at some point in time, either the market's got to be wrong or the Fed's going to be wrong. The Fed will break and start cutting rates, or the market's going to break down when it realizes that he's not. So at some point in time, we're going to have a reckoning. It's just a matter of who wins it. And I believe that with everything going on out there, I believe the chances of the market breaking down is more likely than the Fed to pivot at this point. That's just my opinion, but that is how I'm going to be playing it moving forward. Because I want to see you not losing money. Everybody out there, they're trying to tell you, oh, we're going to make you 5,000%, 10,000% on your money, but they don't care if you lose your money either. They're gambling. They're out there. There's some really great guys out there that want to see you make money. And, my hat's off to them. That's what I'm on here for. And then there's other guys that's just out there because they're YouTubers. They want to get clicks. They want to get likes. I'm not a YouTuber. This just happens to be the platform where I have the ability to reach the most people. And I'm on a mission to see everyone reach financial freedom. So that's what I want for you. I want to see you not losing your money. We want to be smart about the plays that we get into. We want to get into them. We want to take profit. Now, I was actually listening to the Core 4. I follow Stocks with Josh. I think he is one of the greatest charters that I have ever seen. And I like Larry Jones. I like Keenan Grace. I like, Stockmo. I was watching them yesterday, and Keenan come in there and was pointing out the differences between a trade and an investment. And if you've seen that, I want to point something out. No disrespect to you, Keenan, at all, but to me, there's no such thing as an investment where I buy it and forget about it, okay? Everything that I buy has a timeline on it. Everything is a trade to me. I don't want to be stuck in something, I don't care how great a company it is, that I don't even bother to look at it, check the news on it, think about it, because I believe it's so big of a company that it can't fail. Any company can fail. Up until a few years ago, I would have said that Disney was one of those companies that, was kind of a set it and forget it kind of stock. And we've all seen what's happened to Disney over the last couple of years. So many of these companies are trying to get into politics, trying to get into, manipulating and changing people's lives, and it's costing them. We've seen it happen. We've seen it happen with Budweiser. We've seen it happen with several different companies now. So there's no such thing as a set it and forget about it stock. Every stock should be a trade. Now, that trade may be like we did on BABA yesterday, where we only held it for about an hour, or that trade may be a 2-year time horizon, or maybe you intend to hold it for 10 years. But it is always a trade, because the moment that you're done watching it, you shouldn't be holding it. You should always keep your eye on it. You should always understand what it's doing. And if it's one of these companies that's barely moving, I would rather have my money into something that has a lot more chance of moving. That's why I come on here all the time and I say I just don't settle for an 8 or 10% return a year. My goal is to make at least 100% a year on my money. And at the very least, even my most conservative trades, I make 20 and 25% a year on. So I'm not going to have my money in something that's just going to be sitting there earning maybe 5-10%. It's not who I am, and it's not who I want to become. I like the excitement of trading. I like the excitement of investing. And so if I was just doing that, then there'd be no fun in it for me. So that's the one thing I really want to point out. I say that everything I do is investing, because the definition of investing is putting your money to work to make you more money. So even if I trade something and I'm in it for an hour, by definition, I invested. I put my money to work, it brought me back more money. That is an investment. So don't let anyone downplay you if you're out there trading and say, oh, well, you're not really an investor. Yes, you are. If you're getting a return on your money, whether it's in the stock market, whether it's in real estate, whether you've bought a business, if you're getting a return on your investment, you are an investor, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Make yourself an investor. Put your money to work instead of your time, and find financial freedom. I hope this helps some people out there today. Like I said, I'm going to be watching my Alibaba calls that I made yesterday, and we're just going to keep watching crypto. I want to see crypto get up Hopefully test about that 34,000 range, which at that point I will take some profits because I will expect it to come back and cool off. So why hold it even though I believe Bitcoin's going to 80,000? Why sit here and hold it when I can sell it at, maybe 32.5 to 34,000 and then let it cool back off, pick it back up around 28, 29,000, ride it up again. That's how we get those extra percentage points on our returns, and that's why I do what I do, and that's why I'm out here bringing this information to you so that you can take and use it as you will. So that's what I got for you. I hope you have a blessed day, and until next time, remember, never trade with your emotions. Always trade by the numbers.